So for the Viessa build, the build in itself has not actually changed at all. Now, there is something I do want to write of note though. If you do want to change between which mods you are running, then this is the only thing I would actually recommend to you. Now, Dangerous Ambush you can use in every other game mode, that including Sigma Sector, 400%, Special Ops, anything else like that. Dangerous Ambush is your go-to in my personal opinion. However, if you are struggling with MP, just switch over to MP Collector. You can use this in any game mode as well, but I rarely only use this in Purge. So if I switch over to my Purge preset over here, you'll see it's just got the MP Collector on it, and then my normal preset is the one that uses Dangerous Ambush. These modules are still the best on Viessa in my personal opinion, so make sure to run this exactly this. I did remove Spear and Shield for HP amplification because most people who were running who were wanting to run the build were complaining and they didn't know which module to replace, so HP amplification it is. So I've made it a little bit more user friendly for you guys, so enjoy that. Now let's talk about the other elements of this build. For the actual reactor, you are going to go for tactical rifle mounting because I just like to run with the secret garden with Viessa, just my own personal opinion. Now for the two stats in the middle, chill and singular, those are going to be what you're after. And then for the reactor, you want cooldown and crit damage is going to be the strongest reactor or the best reactor. Ideally, you 100% want cooldown, but the stats on here are pretty nice. Crit rate is I wouldn't really recommend going for that. Crit damage is good, singular would be very good, and chill would also be pretty good. So that is what you are going to want to go for on your reactor. Now for the external components, this is what I would recommend more so than anything. Now, if you are running the MP Collector in here for Purge, you can use the Slayer set. However, Slayer set is very circumstantial and I just don't really care about Slayer set. So I would recommend using the Plague set, 2 pieces of the Plague set specifically, and then I would also recommend using 2 pieces of the Hunter set. Now with this, you want MP recovery out of combat, MP recovery in combat, and max MP, and then MP recovery modifier, electric or chill, electric resistance or defense would be good enough, and then just max shield and toxic resistance. So you know, that's essentially what you're going to want for your external components. So that is the external components done. Let's have a look at the RK tuning tree. So for the RK tuning tree, this is exactly what you are going to want to go with. Now you're just going to want to go down and across to skill power. You're going to want to go up to cooldown, and then you're going to want to go across to crit damage. You could also increase crit rate if you really wanted to by going up this way, but there's no point to do that, so I would recommend critical hit damage instead, because that's a better option with Viessa. Now for the final bit, the new bit, you're going to want to grab all this beautiful power, and then you're going to want to use attack neutralization. What this does is when landing a skill attack on an enemy with full HP, you basically rip apart their attack and all of their resistances. Now this with Viessa is insanely busted, and I'm not exaggerating when I say this is literally going to change the entire fucking game and how you play with Viessa. She is so strong with this, especially in Purge, which is gameplay I will show later in this video. In Dungeons she's even stronger, as if she wasn't one of the strongest in the room already, and this is just such a blessing for Viessa, and it is insanely good. So this is the tree you're going to want to run on Viessa. Now for the weapons, I did mention that I'm running 2 secret gardens. One is for sprint to be at max sprint speed at all times, and then one is for a grapple so I can spider all the time. Then it is the malevolent for our damage. For the builds on here, the secret gardens just here with brisk walk, same with this one, brisk walk on that too, and then I do have this set up for Purge because I do also do this. So yeah, it is pretty sweet. Purge setup, you can change your elements if you would like. Simple as it gets, you know how to use a malevolent by now. Now for my inversions, this is what I would recommend with Viessa. Now I'd recommend Adrenaline Rush just for speed, and then I would also recommend Biodensity Augmentation. Then if you've seen my videos at this point, you will probably know that I'm already going to say that you can use anything for the third one. In Viessa's instance, I would recommend Neuroselective Stimulation, or Selective Neurostimulation, sorry, my bad. This is because Viessa would benefit from having more MP, and I use Dangerous Ambush 99% of the time, so this is going to help me out more so this is what I would recommend. Now with this build out of the way, let's get on into some gameplay. So let's start off with some 400% gameplay. You can see here, I'm gonna absolutely delete everything with Viessa. Now, despite the damage values might not looking like they are the highest, I assure you Viessa absolutely destroys everything with this build. So I'm gonna sit back and let you lot enjoy the gameplay. So I'll meet you back at the boss and enjoy the absolute doggery levels of damage from Viessa using her first, third and fourth ability and running around and being the absolute queen of this run. So, I will see you guys in a moment. Enjoy the gameplay. So, let's see how I deal with the bosses with Viessa. I just put my Hurricane down there to deal with that boss, and I just attack this one with my first and my third ability, literally as easy as it gets. You can see my teammates in this run weren't the best, so it was mostly up to me. And you can see Viessa's Hurricane and even her third ability just deleting everything. It's such a strong ability, if not one of the best in the game, and I just love Viessa, and the damage really does speak for itself. So the run is about to end, and let's see how much damage we got in a simple 400%. It's probably not going to be that much, right? Wrong. We hit almost 1 billion damage inside of 4 minutes in a public 400%, which is honestly insane. Now, I don't really need to show you Sigma Sector because I'm pretty sure you'll know that Viessa absolutely deletes in there as well. What I'm instead going to do is show you some Purge gameplay. So I'll do a full run in public, and then I will show you another run which I do solo. You've seen Purge 30 plenty of times, so I don't need to show you everything, but let's get on into that gameplay right now. So I did decide to switch it up a little bit, show you some solo and some squad gameplay. Also, shout out to Milky, thank you. I really appreciate your kind comments whilst I was doing this Purge run in public. Thank you again so much. But you can see here, Viessa in Purge, absolute monster. And even with this, you can see that despite there being 2 Serenas in the game and even a bunny, which is actually quite nice to see in Purge for once, Viessa still holds her own. Viessa still dogs. So that's basically been today's video, guys, and I hope you've enjoyed. Please do smash that like button, and you can see an absolutely staggering 1.7 billion damage. That is what you like to see with Viessa. So, like I said, that's been today's video. Hope you've enjoyed. Smash the like button. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.